Welcome back, y'all. We back with another video. And this video is inspired by somebody. He sent me a question on Instagram. So if you can never get me on YouTube to respond in the comments, go ahead, shoot me a DM on Instagram. My Instagram will be right here. Go ahead, shoot me a DM. But somebody DM me and they're like, yo, I did all my marketing. I did all my everything I could do. I had my product shots. I launched. I had a lot of people on my SMS list, but not one sale. I did not get one sale. So this video is, what do you do after a failed clothing drop? The first thing I want everybody to realize is you can't escape failure. Failure happens. Even if you do a clothing drop and you're successful for like 1-2 years, eventually you're gonna fail to your standards because like everybody's standards is different. In this situation, he didn't get one sale, but it could be a situation where like you don't sell your whole bulk or you only get like 2 sales. It don't matter, but failure is eventually going to happen. And what you want to do is not run away from that. You want to learn from the failure. So I basically told him one thing, and I'm gonna tell you guys more than one thing. I'm gonna tell you everything you need to do after a failed clothing drop. So before I do that, make sure you go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. All right, but back into it. So when it comes to a clothing drop, you want to make sure you do everything in your power to make sure you get a sale. And everything that you can do is make sure you have good product photos, make sure your marketing is on point, make sure you have reels, make sure you have TikToks, make sure you're telling people what the price is going to be, what the size chart is, and when and what date and time you're dropping. And if you're giving any discounts for people that shop within the first hour, like some people like to be like, oh, first 2 orders I'm refunding and still sending your product, or first hour free shipping, or first hour 20% off and free shipping. No matter what it be, you need to be telling people what you're doing towards this drop, and a lot of those things help sales. So what I like to tell people is like, when you don't get a sale or your drop fail, I want you to work backwards and see what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I want you to start at the product. Cause like if you don't get no sales or anything like that, and your marketing was on point, and you claim you did everything you supposed to do, like I just stated, it might just be the product. And I want you to take a long look at your product. And if you're looking at your product and you notice that you copied, and you notice and you know that you copied the product from somebody else and you just put your own little sprinkle on it, 8 times out of 10 you're gonna fail, because 8 times out of 10 the person that you copied is bigger than you. And if they're bigger than you and you just, like, let's say you just took this shirt, and instead of skulls, you put rhinestones on top of it, like, okay, that's cool, but like they could just go buy it from this person, you know what I'm saying? Or you just switch the color, they could just buy it here, like, and if they're bigger than you, they might just go buy it there because they're trusted and they've already been doing drops, and that's who you copied, and people can see that. Like, everybody think nobody sees when you copy them. Like, people see when you copy, but sometimes copying does work out for some people and sometimes it don't. And that's where you got to play into like your strong suit. Like, a lot of people's strong suits be marketing and they suck at designing. So that's where you get a lot of copying from, and they still get sales because they know how to do TikTok. They know how to do Instagram Reels. They know how to show up. They know how to do little dances. They know how to get in front of influencers and have influencers putting their stuff on. Like, they know how to do that. And some people are really good at designing and they don't know how to market. And it really just depends which person you are, but they both can fail, so don't get that wrong. But you want to make sure whatever you're doing, when you do fail, you reverse engineer what you did wrong and you start at the product. You look at the product first. Like, now, if it's not the product and you feel like the product was good, how I know the product is good is if you put your drop out there and you have like 1-2 sales, what that tells me is you don't have a product problem, because when somebody purchases it, is a proof of concept. If you can sell, let's say if you have 50 pieces and you sell 10, that's proof of concept. And look at who these sales are, because if these sales are from friends and family, they're just supporting you. But if these sales are from people you don't know and you sold a decent amount of it, that's proof of concept. That's why when you see people like, oh, when you find a winning product, keep on working on it. A winning product is something that sells out quick. Proof of concept for me is a product that you can sell 10 or more of. Because you could have 50 piece bulk and you sell 15 pieces, that don't mean people don't love that product. That just means to me that you're not getting that product in front of enough eyes, and you can work better on your marketing. I know one thing a lot of people like to do in a situation like that, if they do a drop and they only sell 15 out of their 50-piece book, one thing they really like to do is take it off and act like everything is sold out and move on to the next thing, and then come back next year or later on and put it up on sale or put it up as like bundle it with a new product or something like that. And that's something we do a lot all the time. Like throughout the year, like I'll take down, let's say we have a 100-piece bulk and we sell 80 pieces, I'll take down the 20 and I'll keep on doing it forever because we do one drop every month. I'll take it down, and then everything that I took all throughout the year on Black Friday, I'll put it back up on the site on sale. So like, boom, is on site, is on sale. We can get rid of it and we can ship it really fast. So that's really key that I want a lot of people to think about when it comes to like failing and they already have the items. It's really different when you have a pre-order or a pre-made. If you had a failed drop and you already have the bulk, I feel you. I know that hurts. You already put your investment into the bulk and you don't know what to do with the rest of the bulk. It really do hurt. I can't lie to you. And that's the difference that's in this landscape now, because like that's where pre-order really works in your favor. Like if you do a pre-order and nobody buys nothing, then it's like, all right, I ain't invest no money. Next. But if you do a bulk and nobody buy nothing, you invested your money, and I understand where the pain and frustration may come from. But one thing I want to tell everybody on the other side of this camera, failure happens and you have to keep going. Consistency is rewarded in time. You have to keep showing up. You have to figure it out. You have to go to your next drop. You have to figure out what you did wrong. But if you just stop on this moment right here, you'll never see what's on the other side of failure. And it's success. The other side of failure is success. You have to keep going. You have to get over that hump. You got to get over that hurdle. And even the people that's doing pre-orders and stuff like that, you have to take that leap eventually, you know? Pre-orders is a great way to build up and see how you can better your marketing and stuff like that, and pray that you hit those MOQs. But if you do a pre-order and you sell 25 pieces, still get the 50-piece bulk, y'all, because you can get that other 25 and move it or do whatever the case may be. But you want to make sure you do not give up. After a failed clothing drop, you want to reverse engineer everything that you did wrong. You want to say, all right, did I do enough marketing? All right, did I at least post like 3 times? Did I at least post 5 times? Did I tell people when I'm dropping? Did I try to get some influencers in it? And everybody, they'll try and they'll only try once. I've seen too many times where somebody be like, Dre, I reached out to 20 influencers today. Nobody hit me back. Okay, reach out to 20 more the next day and the next day. Like, I reach out to hundreds of influencers and some don't hit back. Some do hit back, get my product, and they don't ever post the product. I've had somebody where I sent them a product and they didn't post in the product and tag me until a whole year later. Like literally a whole entire year later. Like I was so surprised they even remembered to tag me. Like I was so surprised and I was shocked. And I got some followers off of her post, but it was just like, I don't even got the product no more. I done moved on, but the followers were helpful. And that's what I want to tell to you guys out there. Like, you gotta move on. You gotta keep trying. You gotta keep working. Even me on year 7, there's some things that don't work, but I never gave up, like ever. Like sometimes I took like a little week breather or a day breather, and I got right back to it. But I never gave up. So the key thing I wanted to take away from this video that I'm really trying to hone in, and I hope y'all got the message so far. After a failed clothing drop, I want you to go back, go to the drawing board, and look at everything that you did on one column, and the next column, look at everything that you could do better next time. And that's how you learn from your mistakes. Everybody tells you you need to learn from your mistakes, but they don't tell you how to learn from your mistakes. You need to look at everything you did. Like, so for instance, like we have a drop, it's dropping in 2 weeks. We post every day leading up to the drop. We post the line sheet and the prices the day before the drop. We also engage everybody in our channels, in our Discords, to comment under the post so they can run free items towards the drop. We did all these things leading up into the drop for marketing and promotion purposes. So now if that drop would have failed, I'm going to reverse engineer and look at it like, okay, where did I go wrong? Was it the promo? Was it the pictures? Was it the product? Should I just added an influencer next time, and then that's how you figure out what you're gonna do next. Cause like the more you do it, the more drops you do, the more you learn what's working and what's not working. So that's why I always tell everybody your first drop might not be the best, but like you want to get to at least like 10 drops to figure out, not even 10 probably, like maybe like 6 to figure out what's working and what's not working. But the difference there, if you would have stopped on that first one, you'll never figure out what will work. So, like I said, y'all, in my other videos, I'm not gonna make a lot of these videos super long because, like, I feel like the message is there, and I just need more of you guys to execute. But like I said, if you have any questions, hit me in the comments or hit me in my DMs on Instagram. I got you.